Dear Spirit, please connect me with a past loved one of any of my subscribers or anyone who will be watching this video. I received the words Mother Mary and Mother May I. I received the words disgruntled worker. Also forecast, force feed, and fallen from grace. I'm receiving the words victim mentality. I am receiving a feminine energy. Welcome again, Mother Mary. She's giving me the words knight in shining armor. Also the word foretold. I just received a telepathic message saying it costs 53 cents. She's giving me the word addiction. She's giving me the words fortune seed and fortune 500. She gave me the words country bumpkin and then showed me like a boy just kind of toddling around along a dirt road. This boy looks to be a young teenager. She gave me 2 words. And those words are force and vagina. And earlier, I channeled words I did not want to say, but because these 2 words just came through, I'm going to say them. And those words were vag and the name has come through many readings, and until now I have referenced it as being a place. But in this reading I'm getting something else. In this reading I'm getting that is associated with an overarching description of girls or women who would be described as virgins. I'm getting that it refers to multiple people. She gave me the words safety and security. Oh, okay. So, she just gave me the words virgin and forest. Virgin is a combination of 3 words: virgin, marsh, and garden. What I'm getting from the information so far is that the boy that she showed me was like the beginning of someone's specific encounters having to do with girls and women, having to do with virgins, and having to do with the words force and vagina. I'm getting that this boy, or this man in the past as a younger person, is that he was bored. He grew up in a rural area. The words that she gave me: virgin, marsh, garden, and forest. These are descriptions of where these acts took place. But also I'm getting that these are areas where these girls or women may also be buried. I'm getting that there are bodies here. I'm not quite sure of the relevance of virgins in the Bible, but she is referencing that virgins were somehow meaningful to this man in a religious sense. Sacrificing, she is saying, sacrificing virgins. She just showed me a vision of herself pregnant with a baby Jesus. There's something about this man that wants to impregnate a virgin. She just gave me the word God. He thinks he is God. She's saying, she just gave me the god Zeus. This person aligns with the god Zeus. She's showing me him harnessing the energy of Zeus, like embodying this god, becoming. She gave me the word demigod. This person wants to procreate, to create a demigod. Demigods, she's saying. She corrected me. There's something about this man who is impregnating a lot of people, spreading his seed, she is saying. She gave me the word vitriol, and she's saying that this man despises women. And she gave me the words needs and uses at the same time. And she's describing his hatred, like overall hatred towards women, but also his hatred that he would need a woman to create offspring with. She's showing me women, many women, like horizontal. And she's showing me a slave ship where, like, the slaves would be laid down next to each other just in a row. And these women are just clear containers for his seed. I'm asking her why the clear. It's that he doesn't give them any meaning at all. They are meaningless, worthless. They are nothingness. She gave me the words force feed and cabin. The word force feed has come through in many prior readings. And previously, it indicated like literal force feeding, like being poisoned or something like that. And this time, while it could be force feeding, it also is encompassing a new aspect, which is forced sex. And this cabin, I'm getting that this cabin is in the woods. It is secluded. It's possible no one knows about it. And this person has taken women there, girls and women, she's saying, to forced sex. She gave me the words trial and error. Also the words scream and screen. She gave me the word peaceful. Been asking her what she means by scream and screen, and then peaceful. And then she showed me a woman screaming as he is forcing himself upon her. And he is covering her mouth with some kind of cloth that makes her breathe in something that makes her peaceful. She gave me the words serial encounters. And she is referring to the many times he has done this to girls and women. She gave me the words girls, focal, and coast. And she is showing me this man, or him as a teenager. It's like, him across the years, basically, because this has been happening for a long time. And she is describing him scoping out for girls or women at some kind of a area where there is water. Coast generally refers to the ocean, but what I'm seeing is more like a river. It could be that this person lives or grew up near a river where it lets out into the ocean. I am getting that this is in the South. She gave me the words multiple seasons and the word crimes. She gave me the words forced income and hit. I'm getting that this person took a job as a paid hitman. She gave me the words easy target and the words fit the bill. Also the words semi and semen. So I've been asking Mother Mary, why do we need to know about all of this background information on this man? What he did as a teenager up till now, how he views and what he does to girls and women in relation to his spiritual beliefs. And so that is now becoming clear. Easy target means that his background fit the bill for someone who wanted to murder their wife, she is saying. The person who wanted to murder their wife somehow knew about this man's thoughts and feelings about women, knew about his spiritual beliefs and practices, knew the types of criminal activity that he engaged with, and also knew his desires regarding procreation, wanting to create a demigod. The man who wanted to kill his wife, he knew that his wife was not ordinary. He knew, in fact, that she was extraordinary, she is saying. He knew that she held the light of God, she is saying. And he sold this to this man who wanted to procreate and who is willing to rape and murder to do it. The man who wanted to take out his wife also knew that this Zeus man needed money. And so there was a hired hit. There was an exchange of money, she is saying. She is showing me a house where this woman, this wife who was to be taken out, this woman does hold the light of God, she is saying. God works through her, she is saying. She is also very smart, very aware, she's saying. She is showing me the hitman and overlaying his teenage self onto him. And she's saying he never grew out of that age. And she is showing me this man fleeing across the country, wanting to have nothing to do with her, she is saying. I am asking Mother Mary why he fled. And she is saying he felt her light, and he'd never felt that before. She's giving me the words, various rumors. She is saying he also chose to believe the lies said about her. She's giving me the word forsaken. She is showing me this woman cooking in her kitchen, and she is showing me this man standing behind her at a distance, and he is observing her. She is showing me that his thoughts were all over the place, trying to figure out, trying to decide whether or not to follow through with what he was hired to do. But she's saying that this man, he is spiritually gifted. Was, she is saying. His gifts have been revoked. This man had the gift of sight, and when he observed this woman from behind her, he saw her angels around her. She felt him observing her from behind, and when she turned around, they locked eyes. And something about this exchange, something about this woman, he could not harm. She is saying he fell in love with her, and that he could never tell her about what he was hired to do. I am asking Mother Mary about the relationship between this hitman and the woman's husband. She gave me the words creativity and entity. There's a lot she's giving me at once, and I don't feel like it's the whole story or the big picture. It's just part of it. But she's saying that these two had creative endeavors in common, as well as similar aspirations. They seem to connect about their childhood. Something like a trauma bond, where they may have had similar upbringings. They both may have grown up in a rural area. They both may have grown up amongst a community with distorted views of women. mutual acquaintances, she's saying. They both aspired to be famous. I'm very much getting like music, entertainment, wanting groupies. They both want groupies. That's what she said. They both have groupies, she's saying. The ones that can't see through them, she's saying. This woman that they both came against could see through them. And it scared them both. She is saying that the man who wanted to take out his wife, that this woman, she had a prophetic dream months before this hitman was to come into her life. And in that dream, there were two men who entered her home to rape and kill her. And she's giving me the words, split the bill. What she's saying is that this hitman who was paid may have a friend who would help him. She's saying that the hitman was paid a large sum of money and that either he thought about splitting that with his friend or they were hired together to do this. Somehow this friend is in the background of all of this. So what she's saying is that the man who wanted to take out his wife, he knew these men through acquaintances, through business, and his wife did not know that he knew these men. She's saying, or this woman. Somehow there is another woman involved. And another woman. At least two women involved. And another man. She's giving me the word conspired. She's saying that multiple people worked together. And she's giving me the word spy to observe this woman in her home. This hitman and two other people, a man and a woman, she's saying, were hired to befriend her, spy on her, report back about her ongoings, her private life, her financial situation, she's saying, to set her up, to steal from her before taking her out, she's saying. Combined and collaborative, she's she's saying. These people all work together to entrap this woman. She's giving me the words legal name and the words court documents. These people, some of them had access to her private information, social security number, she's saying. She's also giving me birth certificate. They obtained her birth certificate. Also her mail. A lot of mail, she's saying. She's indicating bank records or some kind of financial documents that may have come in the mail. Some kind of information about a will. She's giving me the words entrap documents. She is saying there are documents that are forged and false reports that were submitted to court in regards to a court case or a court hearing without her knowing, she's saying. What she's showing me is two people standing in front of a judge, a man and a woman. And this man appearing to be this woman's husband. And this woman, it's not her, it's a doppelganger. She gave me the words blues and bruise. She's giving me the words set up. There's multiple things happening here. The man pretending to be this woman's husband and the woman pretending to be her is separate from this other court issue that I'm receiving. There's another court issue where false statements were made about this woman in a court case. These statements were legal documents meant to slander her, take her children away from her, and to set her up. She's showing me a counselor. This person was paid to, basically what she's saying is there was a setup to incriminate this woman by making her seem crazy, incompetent. This is multifaceted because these documents against her were created for more than one reason. And this is where blues and bruise comes in. One is because this wife sought a domestic violence protection order against her husband, including pictures of a large dark blue bruise, but also blues and bruise. These words apply to this husband. What she's saying is that this man's ego was bruised. And so these documents were created in retaliation. But they were easily produced, she's saying, because the people who wrote the lies and who submitted their lies as legal statements, they had ulterior motives for writing these statements. There is a will, she's saying, and there is an inheritance that belongs to this woman, she's saying, that these people, the people who wrote the false statements, were trying to steal from her. She gave me the word investigation and the word incompetent. And now she's showing me this counselor again. There's something that was submitted or said, perhaps even a statement from a counselor or a doctor, and perhaps even from other people, to say that this woman is not able to handle the money, she's saying. These are words that they may have told a judge. Oh. Okay. What she's saying is that these people combined and collaborated to steal his inheritance from this woman. And she's giving me the words power of attorney. Okay. What she's saying is that they sought a power of attorney from a judge, and the statements and the legal documents were used at a bank. Somehow an account was created. She's giving me the word hold. She's, okay. Somehow, like, I'm getting that the judge knows someone at the bank, or the judge has ties to a bank. She's giving me the word overlook. What I'm getting is that the man who pretended to be this woman's husband and the woman who pretended to be her, having something to do with stealing this inheritance in a courtroom, in a court case. It's like the judge knew that these people were not who they said they were. Yeah. She's saying that the judge acted like they didn't know or they didn't see that these people weren't who they said they were. Somehow, the husband of this woman who's being stolen from, or the people who worked with him to steal money, Somehow they know this judge. And this is why the judge overlooked these two people pretending to be this woman and her husband. But the word hold has something to do with money being held in an account that is supposed to be hers. And somehow this power of attorney keeps her from it. She doesn't know about it, she's saying. She's never been contacted about it, she's saying. This was a setup, she's saying. Everything was hidden, and they all thought she'd never find out, she's saying. I want to thank beloved Mother Mary for coming through once more, and I am disconnecting now. Thank you all so much for coming to my mediumship series, The Dead Speak. Our past loved ones have a lot to say, and they very much want to communicate with us. Connecting to our loved ones who are still on the earth plane is a real opportunity for spirits to communicate things left unsaid or things they want their family and friends to know. Most of all, they want their living loved ones to know that they are not alone and that they are loved and being guided from the other side. I do hope this reading reaches the person or family it is meant to. If you're interested in receiving communication from a past loved one, you can create an energetic connection to my channel by subscribing and watching my videos, and they could come through in one of my free collective readings here, or you can book a private mediumship reading with me directly at my website, ReneeGomez.com. Engaging with my channel in any way actually helps, so be sure to share this reading with family and friends to help confirm any information that feels unfamiliar to you. If you appreciate my mediumship, please boost the algorithm by liking this video and consider making a donation to support my work. Donations are never expected, but always appreciated, and can be made anytime at my website or at any of the links found in the description box below. I am sending you all grounding energy and love. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next reading.